Is it live? It is live. All right, that countdown was weird. Hello. It's been a minute since I've gone. Well, I went live yesterday just to practice or whatever. I don't know what time it was. It was night or whatever. But I was practicing on the sixth string, doing major scale in thirds. But because it's a sixth string, you could go up for 3 octaves. Normally, I would do it on a 5 to go all the way up a 2 octave range. And then moving up over and over and over again. Hey dude, what's up? TX2. Oh yeah, I remember you. How you doing? Usual suspects. I love it. Just you and me, buddy. But yeah, just going over stuff to practice. Oh, there's more. See, that's always weird to me. It says there's one person in here, but there's 2 people writing, which is always cool. Boss John Meh, how are you? Yeah, what to practice, what I normally would practice is that third thing in thirds is huge. And why people practice it, it's one, you could play anything to warm your hand up. I don't even really believe in that too much either. But the main thing is to get your brain and your fingers working together, whatever that looks like. I called it getting your motor skills working, and people shit on me for saying that. But then again, it's the internet, so people will shit on you for anything. But in my experience, is getting my brain and my fingers to work together. So knowing where hand shifts are huge. So when I was playing that 3 octave thing on the 6th string, it's easier because you're moving, this way on the neck, as opposed to walking the whole way up, because you have the octave range. You only have to do 1 hand shift and then maybe another one. For here, the hand shifts, it's like 4 hand shifts right there, and then backwards. Oops. I think it's only 3 descending, but still, it wakes up my brain, and then moving it to anywhere, because the pattern is the same. And I'm just knowing where the shifting is going to go from. Hey, just woke my cat up by accident because I forgot to turn my amp down. Nice. Well, not nice for your cat, but that'll do it. I have the mute button on my amp that I use all the time, and I always lower the volume just so I don't scare the shit out of people anytime I play. I mean, I live alone, but that's my front window, but I have a shared window over here because I have a townhouse. Not I have a townhouse apartment in downtown Phoenix, so it would scare the shit out of somebody. I never met the people over there, but I don't know. I think they I don't know if they like or dislike me. Who knows? Do you like Oreos or McFlurries? I don't know if I'm sure I've had a McFlurry before, but I think their thing is always broken whenever I go to McDonald's. But I could try another McFlurry. I like, what did I have recently? Sonic. I mean, I'm 37 and I just had Sonic fairly recently. That shit was good. Like the Blizzard thing. Oh no, not Sonic, QT, right? Or DQ? QT's the gas station I go to. I don't know. I'm fucking half retarded. If we could say, I can say that word. It's my channel. I don't mean it offensively though. I'm working out your left hand exercise. It hurts like hell and ring finger moves with pain. Oh, this one? You talking about that one? Use your thumb and stretch them. If that's the exercise you're talking about, to go that way. Or if you're talking about this one, just take it slow. Make a groove out of that. So if this is the one this is one you could be doing. I'm telling you what you should do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be hard. And going down, you don't have to keep this finger over here. You can. You could kind of pull your finger off of it. You don't have to keep this buried the whole time. If you do that, it's gonna hurt. It's a great exercise to do that, but if you can't, don't. You don't have to play chords or intervals ringing out together. You could. that's super advanced stuff to really beat yourself up over. But you could do it that way. Can I sing? That's a good question. I can sing. I'm not going to do it because I'm not very good at it. However, singing and playing is something we should all be doing. I have to get better at it. I'm going to do a bass lesson. I fully believe in learning the Dead Kennedys, singing and playing that, like California Uber Alice. You could sing that because his voice is fucking absurd in the first place. Like, you're not going to feel silly doing it. I haven't even learned the words yet, but I'm gonna start. That's what I'm doing today, actually, this week, learning how to sing and play California Uber Alice, and then showing you guys how to do it. Because I think a big part, just for myself, right, is that you feel weird if you can't hit the notes. So rhythmically, getting it on time is huge with singing when you're playing bass. So we might as well use Dead Kennedys. Shit sounds absurd anyway. It's a lot of fun to play. So, can I sing? Yes. And you're subscribing. Sick. Thanks for that. And where am I from? Sorry. Who is that? Mr. Ganner page? I'm from Long Island. I live in Phoenix now. I've been out here for 3 years, which is crazy. But I've been all over. But born and raised in New York. Central Islip, Long Island. Also did my second gig last night. Had 800 people. That's a fuckload of people. And none of them fucked off during my set. They loved it. It was awesome. Congratulations. 800 people. That's huge. Second gig? That's huge for any gig. Like, that's amazing. Oh, the first one? I just saw you said that. That one, right? I'm sorry. Like, my ADD is amazing with all the comments and stuff. Yeah, use your thumb to hold those down. And if you look at it from the side, like, I can't do it that well with my right hand. I just haven't really practiced it. So you can see it's just like how yours would be. Doing it up this way is really hard for me. I can't do it. So I hold, and I haven't practiced it, that's why I can't do it. All these years, I just never fuck with my right hand. So holding it down with my thumb, and then going that way, and extending all the way up to get it. And that will get me there. I just gotta do it more often. When I'm watching like hockey or whatever on TV. And someone else was saying, like, it was pretty funny, their shit talking. They called me, Twinkle Fingers or something like that, saying that like the only way to practice bass is to play bass. If you don't have your bass on you, what the hell are you gonna do? So just practice this. It will help you, 100%. That really fucking bothered me because it's like, all right, speaking of hockey, it's like, all right, do hockey players just play hockey to get better? Do they go to the gym? Do they juggle? Do they do all this other stuff to get hand-eye coordination? So I don't know. I think some people just can't do this and then they immediately start talking shit because they're good bass players, and it bothers them because they can't do it. Anyway, that's my rant. What else? Speaking of practicing and finger dexterity, that one works too. The blues riff, power chord, and then your pinky a whole step up. So this would be 5, 7, 9. And then that's sliding up to there. So you can make a groove out of that. And if you want to really stretch it out, go down to 3, 5, 7. But have mercy on yourself. And what I did there is, that's a little turnaround. 7, 9, 7. But use your pinky. And then I use my middle there. But just fun stuff to play a groove to that will stretch your hand out and get you in shape for shredding. So whenever you want to play what you want to play, you can do it. There's no delay or lag time. Twinkle Fingers is crazy. Yeah, it's a really funny thing to call somebody. Don't listen to him. No, I do listen to him. It's really funny. Calling someone Twinkle's Fingers is hysterical. What else? Not too much. I don't have a whole lot. Practice routine-wise, what else can we talk about? It's been a while since I've done the fundamental, which I should get back into, like this one. Permutations is a big one. It's a fancy word for all the different ways you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, like 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2. I'll put that on the community page, like where I could make, I don't know what, it's like the thing on YouTube where I could post like it's Facebook or whatever. I'll put up a graph of that or a little chart. That's a good practice, where you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it says it in all the different ways of doing it. Like 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. Whatever the way it comes out, you just read that and go along, and it'll get your brain and your hands working together. Can you do it, bro? Please. Can I do what? I don't know what you're asking me to do. Can I do it, bro? The permutations? Oh, or put the chart up. Sorry, this thing is on such a delay. Yeah, I'll definitely put that up. That's not a problem. I'll put that up right after the live ends or whatever, to do that. But yeah, playing in thirds is a big one too. I don't know if I've explained it before, but it's always worth going over. Everything's from a major scale. It's the most underrated thing in the world. Hi, got any songs you think are very cool? Yeah, listen to California Uberalis. I don't know why I put an R in there. California Uberalis. Because we're going to use that to learn how to sing and play. Something like that. California. That whole thing, the vocal line follows it, and it's absurd the way that guy sings. So it should be pretty easy to do, fun to do. I don't know. People give you weird looks, but you're singing Dead Kennedy, so who gives a shit? The crazier it sounds, the better. What's the first song on bass I learned? First song I learned was Hey Joe, and I still haven't relearned how to play it. Something like by Jimi Hendrix. That's it. Something like that. The turnaround's a little weird. What else did you write on that though? Because I started learning when I was 12, and the first one I learned was Kids with the Guns by Gorillaz. That's a good one. Which is literally just all on the E string, 7 times 2, then 5 times 2. Yeah, that makes sense. What bass am I playing now? This is a F bass. I got made, it's a custom BN4. It's a Canadian company. It's the best bass I've ever played in my entire life. And I'm not being biased or whatever for it. It just legitimately is. It's a neck through. Speaking of people giving me shit, people will see that and tell me it's a set neck, but it's not, because there's an actual shell that they built on the back of the body. So it morphs into it. If you look at the front, it's done so well, it looks like one piece, but the center is the neck through. If you see, the color is different here than it is on the side. They just blended it so fucking well that you can't even tell. Maybe there you can kind of see it, because these are the two wings that are glued on, and the back has one solid piece that wraps around. It's a piece of artwork, but it also just sounds unbelievable. I did a video review for it. I think it's just type in F bass 1 minute bass. It'll show up. When did I start playing bass? On my 4th birthday. My brother turned 5 and got a guitar. 2 weeks later, I turned 4 and I got a bass. And I was fortunate enough to play with him all through childhood and growing up. And then I thought I was like really good by the time I was a teenager. And I was lucky enough to study under this guy, Patrick Pfeiffer, who let me know I wasn't that good. And I learned a ton. Like all the hand shifting stuff I was doing at the beginning, like without looking at notes, looking at the fingers I'm not using to know where to go. Like for here, how do I say it? Like an arpeggio. From here to hit this note, I slide my index finger up a whole step and play my ring. I don't even look at my ring finger. That's how I could play anywhere on the neck and not have to think about it. It's just all feeling where the trailing finger leads everything else. It's a weird way of looking at it, but it works. How much did it cost, the F bass? This is like motorcycle money. This was like $7,500 or something like that. Because it's a neck through also. And I think with the import tax, it might have been like $8,000, something like that. But I would sell every single bass, all of this stuff, just to have this, knowing what I know now. But yeah, I didn't have any money until like I got sober 2 years ago, 2.5, more than 2.5, whatever. Coming up on 3, but no fronts. But yeah, it was worth it. If you have the means to do it, fucking do it. I think the reason people show up for my shows and it's like all girls is because my drummer's hot. Whatever the reason. If girls like your music, then everyone's gonna follow suit. And I'm not just being chauvinistic about it. Like the Beatles, like every trend, everyone calls it gay at first because chicks like it, but they set all the standards and everything. So if chicks are showing up to your show, you're doing really good. You have something sustainable. But they like my solos too, I guess. You ripping solos? That's awesome. Do you live stream playing bass? I do. I try to do every single day. Hello from France. What state do I live in the US? I live in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix, in the middle of the desert. It's winter now, so it's like, hence the hat. It's still like 60 degrees out right now. It's fucking beautiful out here. But yeah, I go live, I try to go live every day. And I'll try to practice every day now too. I only did that once yesterday, but I'll be doing it a lot more often. You're from Norway? I've never been in Norway. I heard it's gorgeous. I'm a huge hockey fan. You guys got a lot of it over there. Let's go. I've been looking for lives to watch about bass. Well, here you found one. Subscribe so you don't miss them and hit that notification bell. Yeah, every day. Around the same time too. Anytime between 12 and 3, which is Phoenix time. So whatever time, it's right now by me, it's 10 to 3. 2:49 or whatever. Yeah, but cold. Up in Norway? Yeah, I can imagine it's freezing. Norwegian death metal, right? Isn't that where they burnt up all those churches and all that crazy shit? Yeah, it's a fucking crazy area. You have already been to France? I've never been to France. No, I took French in 8th grade though, so I know how to order off a menu. S and era, or S and era, whatever. That's all I really remember from it. What's with the orbs and drones? The orbs and drones? I'm from New York. The ones over Jersey. They're either our government or it's another country fucking with us. We're gonna find out in like less than 10 days. But we are. So we'll see. Celsius, it's -30. So that's 30 below freezing. In Norway is -30 in Celsius. That's really cold, right? Because 0 is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know the conversion. -30 of 32. So that'd be single digits, 5 degrees, something like that. New York gets that way. Well, it was when I was there over Christmas. It was 27, but the real feel, because of humidity and the wind chill factor, it was down to like 6 or 7 degrees, which is like rough. But New York City is a little different, because New York City, I like how we can chat about anything on this. I love this fucking channel. New York City is weird because you have all the subways, so the ground is really hot. So that's why snow doesn't really stick in Manhattan, at least. But out on Long Island, where I'm from, and shit'll stick the whole time. It's really cold. Orbs and drones, what the fuck? I'm so glad I live in the UK. You got your own problems in the UK though. It's all fucked up everywhere. But yeah, there's orbs and drones. There's like UAP. I'm gonna shut up before I sound ignorant on it. But yeah, there's shit flying all over New York, and no one knows where it's coming from, which is weird. But we're about to find out because it's gonna be a lot of disclosure, allegedly. So we'll see. Anyway, what else? What do we got? Playing. Oh, doubling up. Finger speed on the right hand. Interesting times, that's for sure. Multiple fan music, rock, Metallica, Nirvana. Playing fast with your right hand. And I have to also cut my fingernails. I left my nail clipper in New York. All bass players, we should have like manicure fingers. Because this. That bright bullshit, you hear that? It should be. Not. It clips it every single time. So I gotta fix that. But playing with your right hand, looking sharp. Play Megadeth. Right? Something like that. I have a video doing Megadeth. You again? Is that me again? Yeah. I've been watching your non-live streams. You helped me learn quite a bit, dude. No problem. Yeah, Hysteria is not that hard. People fucking gatekeep and make it harder than it is. It's three different bass lines put into one. That's one. And then the next one. That's it. That's the whole thing. Like, just play it over again. Until it's comfortable. Then. Always put it in piecemeal. You can figure anything out. Any advice on strap height? Whatever's comfortable for you. If you don't know, if you're like really new and you have no idea where to go, wherever it sits on you, when you stand up, that's where you should keep it. You're gonna look like a fucking nerd or whatever, and people make fun of you. Who cares? Doesn't matter. But that's a good starting point. And then from there, you could lower it, raise it, do whatever you want. But a good starting point, you're already comfortable doing it this way. But I have terrible posture, so I play like this, especially when I'm reading. So I would not put my strap that way. Like if I'm practicing, it's usually like. So that's how it would be if I was just standing up. Usually around my belt or whatever, and then I go a little lower from there. Yup, now I'm here. Yup, now I'm over here. Funny, you do it better, not gonna lie. I'm getting, yeah, of course you're getting there. From Long Island. But I live in Phoenix now, so I'm from Phoenix currently. Man, what your favorite band? I presume Metallica, Korn, or Pantera. Pantera's close for my favorite band. I don't have a favorite, but my first concert I ever went to was Deftones, Pantera, Black Sabbath. At the same concert for the Black Sabbath reunion tour, '99, when I was 11. That was sick. I'm learning 5-string first. Any tips to learn fretboard since most of the info is for 4-string? It's a good question. I didn't play 5-string for over 30 years because I was that guy that was an asshole. And I got a 5-string and loved it. I got the 5-string last year. With the 5-string, learn everything like it's a 4 and then adapt it on a 5. Extend the octave range. So like, where's my 5? I'll get my 5-string out. That's a really good question. It's a solid topic because you have two. It's easier to play things on a 5-string, by the way. So hold on. Let's see. And by easier, I mean the fretboard is mapped out like to your advantage. So how loud is this? It's gonna be loud as shit. So if you're playing a major scale, like before when I was doing it, a G major in thirds. You're running your hand all the way up. G starts here on a 5-string, so you play it here. Exact same thing. Same notes. So you can move it around and have so much more fun with the real estate that you have on a 5-string. Let's see, what? Wow, I missed a lot. 5-string. What was my first bass, and what would you say is your signature bass? My signature is my custom F bass. Signature bass. No, it's not another one on the planet. My first bass though was a Hundo, H-U-N-D-O or H-O-N-D-O. Piece of shit when I was 4 years old. I loved it. Play Steve Harris. So play Iron Maiden. Let's see the. Right? that intro? No one ever does that intro. I gotta practice that more. It's fucking hard. Play Ibanez K5. I don't know what Ibanez K5 is. Is that the one that the dude from The Offspring has? If I remember right. Hell yeah, I loved it. Fender P-Bass, Rickenbacker, worth it or overrated? My thoughts on Rickenbacker. I like them. You can't talk shit because Lemmy fucking played one, like Motorhead, and so did Cliff Burton, but I think they get a lot of style points. That's what I think about Rickenbackers. So, that could be worth it. No, it's Boston. Okay, bye. Alright, bye. Rickenbackers. Yeah, you're not gonna go wrong with a Rickenbacker, but for like $5 grand, the money I would spend on that, I would get something different. But that's just me though. It's all personal preference. If you're new to bass, do not buy a Rickenbacker yet. Yeah, I could agree with Jesse on that. There's other stuff to get. I would get this over a Rickenbacker. This is $3,000. It's not cheap, but you can get this to sound like any bass. The double, the 2 pickups, the fucking EQ, and the 5-way selecting of each pickup. Yeah, I would. That's why like Rickenbacker I think would be style points. But again, I'm a firm believer, unpopular opinion, get something that you think looks cool, because you're gonna play it way more often. You're not. If you're attracted to your bass, it's like what is it? Atomic Habits. If anyone's ever read James Clear before, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it rewarding. Those 4 things to do with anything in life. Make it obvious. What do you obviously want? You want to get better at bass. Make it attractive. Get a bass that you want to play. Make it easy. Fucking like and subscribe this channel and just hang out with us and watch stuff. You'll get better. And make it rewarding. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So those 4 things will help. I should make an actual video about that. That'll help anyone become a better bass player, right? And just navigate life better. To be honest with you. I play drums as well. Thanks, Gustav. If you're new to bass, blah, blah, the bass. That bass is sick. I love this bass. Yeah, Yamaha BV734. What's my opinion? I like Yamahas. I was thinking about getting that for the 6-string, but I ended up getting the bongo because it's like disastrously beautiful. The bongo is so ugly and good looking. It's weird. Again, because of the way it looks, and it sounds fucking incredible. But I was thinking of getting the Petrucci. I don't know, my last name's Tucci. I don't know if you pronounce it Petrucci or Petrucci. But the 6-string for them looks really good too. I didn't play it though, but I played the bongo and fell in love with it. I only play my Ricky at shows because I think, yeah, it looks nice, right? It's for style. I play my other cheaper ones at home. Yeah, $5. Thank you. Thanks for the tips on the 5-string. I appreciate it. You just bought me coffee. Much love. Do you know Dimebag Darrell? But what I was meant to say was that today I saw his signature guitar turned into a... Oh, that'd be pretty cool. The body shape for the Dime Slime. Can you show us the 6-string bass? Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. I don't feel like getting up too much. I'll put this down for here. For now. Yeah, the 6-string is sick. And it sounds incredible. It's right here. Yeah, I love this thing. Let's see what he's saying. Hi. All right, so let's see if I can get it to not blow us away. Yeah. You can hear the difference. Well, it's also an open air recording, so it's hard to hear this thing. There we go. You bump the bass up. Turn the volume down. It's just I have a lot of gain on it too. It's an incredibly hot bass, meaning the signal when you boost, everything's turned all the way up. It's super, like you barely touch the string and it's going. Sounds beefy as fuck and articulate, like the chords. Let's see. You gotta remember that. bringing it out. I still am not as good as I should be. I don't play it enough. Damn, dude, you're like to Stingray Armory. Not a Stingray though. Close to it. This is the Bongo. Same company. Dean Razorback is the Dimebag guitar. There you go. It's been a bass since it's released. I gotta check that out. Lay here, got a dip. See you soon. Absolutely. Always a pleasure. Will I live stream tomorrow? I will. I'll be on here around the same time tomorrow. Whatever time it is by you right now. But yeah, when you subscribe, hit the notification bell because I think it lets people know. Some people have no idea when it goes live. The fret on that's like a coffee table. Sounds nuts. Yeah, pretty much. This is really cool bass. What string? The strings on these are 45 gauge Ernie Ball Slinkies. Whatever they came with. I haven't changed these strings since I bought the bass. And I bought it about a year ago. Maybe a little less than a year. That 6 string is what I should learn bass on. Holy shit. Yeah, this is when I was saying the 3 octaves. All the way up and then backwards. And then you move up to the next one. All the way until you get all the way through it. But muting it is a pain in the ass. That's what I'm really focusing on, not the notes anymore, because it just rings out and it sounds horrible. Maybe live you could do it, maybe recording, there's no way you can get away with it unless you really have muting down. It's nighttime here in Norway, so I gotta go. See you later, see you tomorrow. So the lower is B, yeah, lower is B and the higher is C. So there's 2 extra strings. Oh, sick, actually call you. Yeah, what's up, Cosmic Raj? Yeah, so the higher one, it's great for spelling out chords, all that shit. Am I in tune? Yeah. And it's just really well built. Like, when you're buying this level of them, they're kind of, I don't want to say they're custom, but they're handmade. Like, they're no fucking joke. They're calibrated. Like, I never set this thing up. There's no reason to. So yeah, no, there's no one else writing. But yeah, I love playing this thing. I don't play it enough, but I'm getting better at it. They make this, the Dream Theater version, is a signature. John Mayung is his name. I always mispronounce his name, or I think I mispronounce his name. John Mayung, or Moya, whatever, Mayung. How much does it weigh? I don't know. Nothing too crazy. Like, I can lift it with a pinky and index, and I'm not some fucking buff dude. I would say it's under 10 pounds if I had to guess, or around 10 pounds. Bowling ball weight, something like that. But the signature one, this neck is wider. The signature takes this neck, a 5-string neck, and puts 6 strings on it. So the spacing is super fucking close on the Dream Theater signature series. The guy from Dream Theater's bass, his bongo. I don't really like that. I like having all that space. I like chunky necks, but it's all personal preference. If you're into these strings, 6 strings being on a 5-string bass, it's much closer together, more of a guitar. I mean, it still feels like a bass, but it's gonna be tight. Like if you're sliding off, doing that shit, it'll happen all the time because there's not a whole lot of real estate left. Wait, yeah, that's everything that I got. So, and then practicing is muting is the biggest part. Floating your thumb across everything was the hardest thing for me to learn because I already do it on a 5-string. But I just kind of jam it in between and just rest it there. But it's a whole different way of playing. Like if I were to play that up a string, I gotta mute these 3 strings plus this. Right? If you can see it, my hand is all the way against it. It's an awkward way to learn how to play, or relearn how to play, because it always rings out. Long way from P-Bass, yeah it is. My heaviest guitar weighs 13 pounds, the lightest weighs 4.7. That's really light. 7 string weighs 4.7. That's crazy. All I've ever owned is Titan X, and it makes playing slap really hard. Yeah, that's my excuse. I just don't like playing slap. Like this has the pickup over it, but you can still slap on it. But there's also a spot in between you can get under and pluck at. But I play what I listen to. I also don't want to blow the fucking doors off this thing. I think that's the only Rage song that they slap in. Or Tim Comerford is his name. I think that's the only one. Everything else is just hard fingers. No other comments. Yeah. But spelling out chords on this is a whole lot of fun. Like, even all the way up here. Let's see. It's really a stretch. So if I were playing here. We could move that up to here. I could just go off the wall with this thing and play it forever. What is your opinion on wall-mounted guitars? I heard that we should only put the guitars in a guitar case. I don't agree with that. Theoretically, you should put everything under glass or stowed away. But back to the atomic habit thing that I was saying before. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it rewarding. There's nothing easier about having your bass or your guitar on the wall. You just pick it up and play it. The fucking 5 seconds it'll take you to take it out of the case and all that, it seems like nothing, but you won't play it as easy. I walk in, I come home to my apartment, I grab one of these off the wall and I just start playing. It's super easy. Or if it's on a stand or something. As long as it's in sight and within reach, we're weird like that. We like to think that, oh, I'll just break my bass out. No, if it's right there, you will. If it's in a case, you're not going to play it nearly as often, guaranteed. So that's my thoughts on the wall-mounted one. But you got to make sure, if you live in like Arizona, I have humidifiers and stuff because it's too dry. And it'll fuck up the guitar and the bass too, though. What's your opinion on that? Other than the F bass, what's the one bass that you find yourself always coming back to? P bass and the Schecter. Like, if we're talking not super expensive crazy shit, a Fender P bass and the Schecter, I think, has the most value of any bass on the market. It's under $1,000, and it's a complete workhorse. EMG pickups come stock with it. If I had to walk into a Guitar Center and they said pick a bass that you could fucking play, you would go on tour with or whatever, I wouldn't even tour with the F bass. It's just waiting for it to get broken. This I would pick up instantly. I wouldn't even question it. Like, that would be my go-to. 100%. I wouldn't care if it gets beat up. It's fucking $1,000, less than $1,000. That's my go-to, and it sounds unbelievable. Look like They do look like Pac-Mans, Crescent Moons. Can attest, if my bass is in the case, I'm always less likely to pick it up. Yeah, exactly. Can't bring my roasted maple neck out there. You can. depends what kind of genre you're playing too. If you're playing with 800 fucking screaming chicks and all that stuff, like, was that you, Jesse, that played the show like that? Anyway, whoever was in here that said that, yeah, then you might want to play something that is breakable. This shit's gonna happen. Can you play the Schecter? Yeah, of course I can play the Schecter. Let me mute this. Switch this out. See what we got. Yeah, I love this thing. It's dusty as hell, but shouldn't affect the sound. And the strings are really old, but it's a bass, so it doesn't really matter. But you can see it has like this white stuff on it or whatever. It's just from the water vapor, because the humidifier is pretty close. I should take care of it more and like wipe them down more often. But yeah, there we go. Not as loud as the other ones, but still sounds unreal. And that's with because I'm fucking with the volume. That's with everything turned all the way up. When I have the low and the high, it's a 2-band EQ. It's stacked. Both pickups going. Like, it just sounds super responsive. One of my favorite basses. I think the most value that you can get for spending money. No, that wasn't me that played a show like that. Yeah, someone just said that before. This one is active. It has the battery in the back, which is even crazier. That's under $1,000. Yep, you bet right. So I could turn up. It'll be louder because it's boosting the signal. But it shreds. So much fun with this thing. And I don't get paid by anybody to like endorse their shit either. So all these recommendations are strictly from experience. Active pickups already. Compress the signal a bit, but if you're sharp, you can generally hear it. Yeah, you could hear it. You could tell because it just sounds hot. Sizzle, whatever these industry terms are we come up with. But yeah, you can tell right away. When it's a P bass, it's a little more kind of a dud. Well, that's with the bridge pickup. Neck. More boomy. And then the mix. Wait, where is it? There it is. Chords in the lower register or intervals, like ringing out, super articulate. It's not muddy, the bass at all. There's like mid-range without it being a telephone. Like actual chords. Thankfully, this records forever. That sounds like something I could write. Have you ever had a bass teacher? Yes, Patrick Pfeiffer. You follow him online or whatever. He's still around. He's amazing. Yeah, Patrick Pfeiffer, PF. I don't know, Google it. He's the fucking man. He teaches like Adam Clayton and shit like that too. Cirque du Soleil guy. These like next level stuff. Yeah, he did wonders for me. I love that guy. A lot of what I play is directly from him. Active pickups already. I saw that already. Charles Berthoud. That's he's like he is a virtuoso. That guy's next level. He plays like it's a harp. Adam Pfeiffer? No, not Adam Pfeiffer. Patrick Pfeiffer. There might be an Adam Pfeiffer, but the guy I'm talking about is Patrick Pfeiffer. He's like well into his 60s, if not 70s by now. Yeah, Patrick Pfeiffer. Pfiffer maybe. But his first name is Patrick. He's amazing. He's great. I've done private lessons with him. Jeff Berlin, I don't know him personally, but I definitely follow him. He's an unbelievable bass teacher. He's an unbelievable bass player, let alone just a teacher too. Not that Pfeiffer's not an unbelievable player, but Jeff Berlin is fucking like super famous in the 80s. He's the one that did his piece as the siren goes by. He did Bach, like his cover is just called Bach, and it's the Prelude and Fugue in C minor. All the way up. He does his own version of it though. I gotta remember it. I forget how it goes, but Jeff Berlin does a version of that where he solos over that. It's unbelievable. I think it's off an album called I know it's off an album called Crossroads, but it's just called Bach. So Jeff Berlin Bach, go listen to that stuff. Your brain will explode. Written down, check them out later. Yeah, show your right hand playing. Yeah. I can do that one. That's a lot of hammer on and pull off, so it doesn't go as often, but I gotta cut my fingernails. It's pretty bad. But yeah, just back and forth, and I hover between the two, like. How it slides up there. And before you know it, my thumb's now on the A from G to the pickup before it. So I float my thumb to mute everything too. And going backwards with my right hand, like starting on the A string. Always moving it back and forth. Unless I'm playing, I'll anchor it there the whole time too, for like arpeggios. Let's try that again. All with the right hand, moving back and forth. Thanks, need to go to sleep. 000 a.m. Greetings. Wow, it's 3:20 over here. Slovenia. Everyone's from Hockey World. Yeah, I'm gonna get going too. But it's always a pleasure with everyone. So if you haven't, subscribe so you don't miss this, and hit the bell thing. This way we could do this more often. So yeah, any advice on not mashing the strings into the fretboard? Fuck that fretboard. I beat up the fretboard all the time. I just play. The only advice I have for that is play. If you think you're playing light, you're probably not playing light enough. Like I don't. You could play really hard too. Like. It's gonna sound like shit though. There's a happy medium like. Ebony fretboards. I have an ebony fretboard. That's this one. There's an ebony one on this one. I love it. But I gotta get going because it's been about an hour and I got my shit to do too. So, mwah, always a pleasure. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, have a good night, good morning, wherever in the world you guys actually are. And I will see you.